So starting to look at some schools out here in Arizona, and you're wondering, where in the heck are all the private schools? Not many parochial schools, not many Christian schools. What do they do if you want a smaller class size for your child? Arizona has a solution to it. Coming right after this. So hey, Brian Thompson here with Homes by Brian Thompson. As always, quick shout out for the shirts. It's actually the Bill Murray collection, and called William Murray, and this one is called Martinis and Mowers, as you can see from the picture right here. Pretty cool, and yeah, I've got a bunch of them. So as you can see, coming to you from high above downtown Phoenix, and remember, anything you want to know about eat, sleep, drink, play, work in the greater Phoenix area, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, ring the bell so you get alerted anytime a new video comes out. We get a ton of text messages, phone calls from people looking to move to the area, want to know some information, and we absolutely love it. So please reach out. Mornings, days, weekends, nights, text, call. I'm here for you. It's my passion. Love real estate, love helping people. Originally from Ohio, so love helping people come out here. Back to what we're talking about. So in Arizona, Phoenix, in the diocese here, so Catholic schools, 6 Catholic high schools only in the greater Phoenix area. And that's a population of what, 4.7, 4.8 million, I believe. And I'm from close to Cleveland, Ohio, and we have over 20 high schools that are Catholic high schools. And the population in that area is about 2.1, I think. So it's just not big out here, not nearly as big. So what do people do if they want something different? So we have, and a lot of states do, but we have charter schools here. And charter schools make up a big population of our schools here, actually 28%. And wanted to talk about 5 reasons why people choose charter schools here instead of the public schools. Charter schools here have specialized curriculum. So when I say specialized curriculum, they are definitely following state guidelines. They follow everything that the public schools follow as far as meeting those guidelines, but then they also get into some different things as well. So big things in Ohio, where I'm from, and other places, they have vocational schools. Well, here they have something very similar to that in some of the schools. So American Leadership Academy has an applied technology school where you go there, again, take regular high school classes as well, but then get really specific. And here's some of the other, some of the things that they offer, which is pretty amazing. And then one of our big schools out here, our charter schools, as far as big, meaning a lot of them are the basis schools, and they follow the STEM curriculum, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. So basis, actually, if you look at the U.S. News and World Report, best schools in America, Arizona has 9 of the top 15, and those 9 are basis schools. Phoenix has 6 of those. So really good curriculum, known for their schools, known for, definitely the education part of it. The smaller class sizes, like you see in some of the parochial schools. So like I said, 28% charter schools around, over 500 charter schools in Arizona alone. So they're almost like neighborhood schools, if you will. You see them all over the place, the charter schools, and they just have the smaller class sizes because they are smaller schools. A lot of them do not offer sports, which drives some of the people away, but they will have a hub where they have sports. So American Leadership Academy, they have sports, very big into sports. Actually, Heisman Trophy winner Ty Detmer is actually a college high school football coach at one of the locations for American Leadership Academy. But there are some of them, the basis schools and things, that do not have sports. So that drives smaller class sizes down, one of the reasons, obviously. But it definitely gives you that smaller feel. So people who are used to parochial schools, where you do have the smaller class sizes, you do have that in the charter schools. So there's no real big charter schools here that have the big population like the public schools. The flexibility and innovation. So like I had mentioned already, they do follow state guidelines as far as the curriculum they need to do, but they can also get a little innovative. So Some of them exercise a little bit of the Montessori atmosphere, if you will. Um, but most of them are just different as far as different up and coming teaching techniques that they're not going to get the public disapproval, if you will, on trying something new. So they are governed, and then the state doesn't really govern them. There is a charter governing body, and they're pretty flexible on what they do as long as they are reaching their standards. They let the teaching and the teachers and different individual schools kind of set up their own curriculum and do different things. So it's good that they can go a little bit outside the box thinking on some of the new things coming up. The school culture. So there's a lot of culture in these schools. The smaller class sizes definitely drive that, and you can tell some construction going on. The smaller class sizes definitely drive that, but you're also going to see.
What the hell?
Even though these schools are free and they are funded by the state based upon enrollment, there's a lot of fundraising that goes on in order to be able to supplement some of the other activities, sports, extracurricular activities. And also the school culture is enhanced a little bit because most of these charter schools implement a uniform program. So matching polos, matching shorts, khaki pants. So it does enhance some of the culture. It has a parochial private school feel, even though it officially is a public school. But again, not all of the funds that they have comes from the state. So they do have to do some fundraising, and that just gets a pretty close knit atmosphere with parents who there is some private funding as well. Some of the schools are, I would say, heavily backed by maybe some religious organizations. So Latter-day Saints, also known as Mormon, a lot of their kids will go to charter schools in other areas of the valley, and it just has a really close knit atmosphere because of that. So knowing each other inside school and outside of school, church, and other activities as well. A lot of them have just dissatisfaction with public schools just because the valley is always growing. It's getting bigger and bigger. So schools, class sizes are getting bigger and bigger. It's harder to make sports teams in some of these schools because they're huge, some of these schools, and they're getting, some of the schools are so big that they actually have pods that they have to bring in order for kids to be able to go to school there because they're just outgrowing schools. And the public schools are getting bigger and bigger, class sizes are bigger and bigger, and not as much of a one-to-one experience that people would like. Yeah, that's 5 reasons right there on why people are sending their kids to charter schools. Lack of private schools here, and it has that private school feel. So any other questions about anything in the valley, again, go ahead, reach out to me, send me an email, text, give me a phone call, and look forward to helping you out. Thank you so much. Have a great day.